Hello and welcome back to Goldner Woodland Farm. I'm Keith. It is Tuesday, January 28th, and we are back out in the woods. Now we are collecting sap. So we are back at tree 9, which I showed the other day when we were tapping it. And so we had sap flow the last couple days. So we can see in here is we've got a nice amount of sap in there. So part of this is it's cold, so some of the sap is frozen. So you get an idea, there's a pretty nice piece of frozen sap in there. So we're trying to keep track and measure how much each tree is producing. So we have our mason jar, and we're going to pour the sap in here and get an idea how much this tree produced. So I'd say, that's maybe 4 cups. In addition to the frozen amount, there's another 4 cups. So another 3 cups plus that frozen. So in 2 days, this tree's probably produced pretty close to a gallon worth of sap. Pretty exciting stuff. This is our sap buggy. John Deere Gator RSX 850i, and we have this hitch basket on the back in the trailer hitch, and then we have this 55-gallon drum on that, just with a bungee at the bottom and the ratchet strap at the top. But that allows us to take the 5-gallon bucket out to the trees and then come back, and makes it easy to be able to dump into here. And then when we bring it back, we've been just sort of dipping it out until we get it down low enough that we can actually pick the barrel up. We're not running this until it's full. We're maybe going until it's about half full, and then we come back and dump it. I do have a transfer pump if we need to pump it instead of dipping, but for the time being, the dipping with a 5-gallon bucket. So I got these 5-gallon stainless steel buckets from Tractor Supply, which have been great. It was a set of 3. I think they were like $45 for 3 stainless steel 5-gallon buckets. Okay, we're out here collecting sap for day 2. We are at tree 1, which is out here by the patio and by the sauna. This tree seems to be in the sun maybe a little bit more, and I think maybe with the patio is warming up, and it's so far has produced by far the most sap. So we're going to collect the second bucket load here, and we'll show you how we measure that. Quarts. Three quarts. 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 6 quarts. 8 9 quarts in a cup. So that's the second time we've collected from this tree, and both times more than 2 gallons. So we tapped this tree on Saturday. Today is Thursday, and it's in the morning, so it really hasn't started running today on Thursday. And we've already got about 4.5 gallons of sap out of this tree. Pretty amazing. It is Saturday, February 1st, 2025. It's been a week since we started tapping trees. We did 28 taps on Saturday a week ago, and then 22 on Sunday. We picked up our first sap on Tuesday. We picked up more on Thursday. We didn't get to all the trees on Thursday. We did get to all the trees Tuesday, but we're gonna try to get the last few that we missed on Thursday and maybe catch a couple of the other ones for a third time. We did some early Thursday morning before the sap started flowing, and I think we had quite a bit of flow on Thursday. So far we've collected 52, a little over 52 gallons. So here's a 55-gallon drum that's mostly full. You can see I don't know if you can see, there's still some ice in there. So we've been fortunate that the weather has been accommodating for storing sap. That, and then for this first time, we're going to try using the bucket to dump. So we do have a warming pan that'll go across here. So we'll keep that filled just from the buckets, and then that will be able to trickle into the evaporating pan. But if that ends up being too much of a pain, the other option would be to build a raised platform that we put the barrel on, and then we just gravity feed out of the barrel into the pan or into the warming tray. In that case, we'll definitely use the transfer pump to get it from a barrel on the ground up into an elevated barrel. But we'll have to see how this goes the first time. Pretty excited. It's an absolutely gorgeous day, not a cloud in the sky. I think I mentioned before, we were very fortunate that we found a used evaporator. So this is it's from Smoky Lake Maple Products. It's called the Dauntless. So it's a wood-fired evaporator, and it's in really great shape. The couple we bought it from used it 2 years. It has what they call a continuous flow divided pan, I believe is how they call it. And once we get some sap in there and get it going, I'll show you more of that. But really nice setup. We have it here on the porch of the barn, so it's covered, but plenty of air. And what we're hoping is that by extending the chimney out like this, that it's going to draw well. We wanted to get the chimney out far enough past, past the edge of the roof, and then above the roof line. So, again, hoping, we've not used it before, so hopefully this will work. But we have some nice separation between the gutter. We're a little bit above the roof line. The real question is this horizontal pipe going to be able to take the heat, and will it draw? But we're hoping it will.